got a little wild boar, probably just a couple of years old. Actually, it's a feral hog, but it's got plenty of wild boar in it. You've seen the video of us getting this with the guys at Extreme Hog Hunter magazine. If you haven't seen the video, click here now. But what we're going to do, the boys showed us how they do it yesterday, so I'm going to see if I can learn how to dress a feral hog wild boar style. So you might be able to see here, we made a pretty big hole in his chest cavity. Hasn't broken the diaphragm. The diaphragm's still here, so shouldn't have broken any stomach contents. Now the reason this wound is so far back, I'd like it to have got in the shoulder, but I have my knee on his neck, and with this goddamn sword it's very difficult to get the right angle. But as you saw in previous videos, he kind of went out quick. So first things first, we're going to do is we're going to cut him open, take off. Oh, he got a bit excited there by the looks of it. Tug of his ball sack. Now sometimes in these parts, what they'll do is they'll catch him and then cut off their balls, and then which is these bad boys here, and then release them again because they make for better eating. But we didn't do that. We decided we want to eat our hog here and now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut all the way down here, and eventually we're going to take his balls off. He ain't going to need those anymore. Cool. And now, like everything else, as you can see, as you're stripping down, what I did is grab the penis and I pulled it away. Gives you a nice big area here to that's hair free. Now, as you can see already, we're straight through the stomach lining there, just working our way back. Get our hands in between the skin itself and the stomach lining to make sure we don't bust anything. Cut right the way down to the pelvis bone. Now these guys here, they don't cut through the pelvis. What they do is they just clean it out and pull everything else out. Here we go, now we're through. As you can hear that little crack there. Cool. So now that's split, we'll work all the way up the front of the stomach, keeping the intestines clear, and then just cut right the way through until we get to the brisket. And then hopefully this young hog is young enough we can cut just straight through the brisket with this knife. I'm going to go right the way through, up the jaw, into the windpipe, and then pull out the esophagus. So, as you can see here, this is where the impact went in. The heart I missed on the first go, but by the looks of it, cut it on the second go when I put it through. There's a little hole in the heart. What you want to do, cut around the diaphragm, grab hold of the esophagus, and then basically once you've got hold of the esophagus, there's a feed pipe. Cut that back off in its head, make sure that no entrails come through, and then we just pull him out. As he gets stuck, just get the knife in, work it around the rib cage, but we should pretty much be able to pull this straight out. Now there's not as much fat in these as I thought there would be. You know, if you're in a wild boar, particularly one during the winter, which is what this is, there'll be a lot more sort of fat in and around the organs down here, but these are pretty lean. And I'll try and ask the guys a little bit later why that is. So, as as you see, we're down to the pelvis, which you broke earlier. Oh, just one little bit to go. There you go. So now that pelvis is cracked, you can pull, as you saw us do in Texas, just clean out that anus all the way through. Just loosening everything up. Now Wildy doesn't do this. Now if you were back in the UK now and you're with Wildy, what he would do, he left the front, the lungs and the heart in. He wouldn't have cleaned out the back passage. He literally just would have ripped everything out. You've seen him do that before the fallow buck, but what we want to try and do here is when we pull this bad boy out, everything comes out with it. And as you can see, that little bit of space in the pelvic area there means that you manage to pull everything through. There's absolutely no waste from the back passage, there's no green in there. The anus is completely out. And there's one clean animal there. So that is European style, completely clean right the way from the head, right the way through, no spill of any kind. And the back passage is taken out as well. So a little bit different from you guys, a little bit more thorough, but still, this bit is always the same.
I would say you're a surgeon.
And there you go. One Alabama feral hog stroke wild boar, clean dressed and ready for burgers. Thank you guys.